Hello children. So in the last class we were discussing demand chapter. Okay. So we will continue the same chapter. Today the topic is movement along the demand curve. Okay. So in movement along the demand curve, uh, the table which you are seeing now, okay, that is the we can say a short glimpse of the whole topic. Okay, this is the first part, and one more topic graph is there, that is this one. You can see this one. Okay, that is change in the factors other than price. So these two graphs are there. Okay, so we can see in the first one, that is change movement along the demand curve. Movement along the demand curve, that is we can say change in demand also. Okay, so this change in demand is due to two reasons, that is due to change in price and due to change in other factors. Okay, so due to change in price we can term it as change in quantity demanded, and due to change in other factors we can say that it is termed as change in demand. Okay, so basically as I said, change in demand is due to two reasons, that is due to change in price and due to change in other factors. Okay, so first if we see this one, that is change in price. Okay, if it is because of change in price, okay, then we say that change in quantity demanded. Okay, if it is change, if the change is because of price, that means it will affect the change in quantity demanded. And if it is because of the factors, that is other factors, then it is called as change in demand. Okay, so that is change in quantity demanded and the other one is change in demand. Okay, now while making graph, okay, while making graph, if the change is due to the price, when then we see that it is movement in curve. Okay, and if the change is due to the other factors, then we can say that it is of shift in curve. Okay, so here we are going to see movement and shift. Okay, so movement also we can say it is of two types, that is downward and upward shift. Okay, movement is also of two, that is downward and upward shift. Okay, and shift is also of two types, that is increase and decrease. Okay, shift is also of two types, that is increase and decrease. Okay, so now these are the basic things, okay, which we are going to discuss in the topic. Okay, so now let us start with change in price. Okay, so change in price is what we have to see, that is if price, that is the amount of price increase or decrease, what happens to the quantity. Okay, so change in price. Okay, now here what happens, that when quantity demand of a commodity changes due to change in its price, okay, keeping the other factors constant, then there will be a change in quantity demanded. Okay, and it is graphically expressed as a movement along the same demand curve. Yes. Okay, so in this one, what happened, movement along the demand curve, that is in due to change in price, if we see expansion in demand and contraction in demand. Okay, so here expansion in demand, what does it mean? It means that a rise in the quantity demanded, that is quantity demand will be increased due to the fall in price. Okay, fall in price, keeping all other factors constant. Okay, so when you will express it in graph, you can see here. Okay, that is expansion in demand. Okay, so when you will this express it in demand, what happens, that you can see if the price is of when the price is 20, then the demand, that is quantity demanded, was 100. Okay, you can see when the price is 20, the quantity demand was 100, and the dotted lines, that is when the price decreases to 15, what happens, the demand increases to 150. Okay, so here you can see that the demand curve, okay, it leads to downward movement, है ना, नीचे की तरफ हो जा रहा है. पहले प्राइस 20 था, दैट इज़ ऑफ ए पॉइंट. यस, और जब प्राइस 15 में आया तो कर्व बी पॉइंट पे आया, दैट इज़ नीचे की तरफ आया. isn't it? So it leads to downward movement. Okay, so the downward movement, it is also known as extension in demand or expansion in demand. Understood? This one, expansion in demand. Okay, so in the same way, contraction in demand, what happens is refers to the fall in quantity demanded. ओके पहले वाले में क्या था, क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड बढ़ जा रहा था, तो जब क्वांटिटी बढ़ रहा था देन इट वाज एक्सपेंशन. अब क्या हो रहा है, क्वांटिटी कम हो जा रहा है. वाई क्वांटिटी कम हो रहा है, बिकॉज प्राइस इज इंक्रीजिंग. ओके सो हियर यू कैन से जब प्राइस 20 था तो क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड 100 हुआ, और जब प्राइस 25 में आया तो क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड बिकेम्स टू 70. ओके सो हियर व्हाट हैपेंस कि फर्स्ट पॉइंट जो बना था वो ए बना था, सेकेंड पॉइंट इज ऑफ बी. ओके तो जो डिमांड कर्व है वो कौन से डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, अपवर्ड, ऊपर की तरफ जा रहा है, अपवर्ड मूवमेंट, इजंट इट? सो when it leads to upward movement, okay, then it is known as decrease in quantity demanded, that is contraction in demand. ओके सो जब डिमांड जो है वो बढ़ता है देन इट इज़ एक्सपेंशन, और जब डिमांड घट जाता है देन इट इज़ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. ओके दिस इज़ ड्यू टू चेंज इन प्राइस. ये कब होता है, जब प्राइस चेंज होता है. ओके जब प्राइस चेंज होता है तो डिमांड बढ़ता है घटता है. यस तो उसकी वजह से जब डिमांड is increasing at that time it is expansion, and when demand is decreasing at that time it is contraction. Yes bachas, I hope till here it is clear all of you.